I'm David Carroll.
And I'm Cindy Sexton. Last week, a woman in Nashville claimed she overdosed after picking up a dollar bill she believes was laced with fentanyl. Metro Police said officers did not see any residue on the money, so it was not tested for drugs.
So how likely is it for an overdose to happen just from exposure? Mary Frances Hoots joins us now with that story.
There's a number of ways users transport drugs. Oftentimes it's with paper or aluminum foil. And sometimes they can even use money. There's a possibility they could drop that money on the ground and someone else accidentally get their hands on it, never knowing there were drugs inside.
Today, users and law enforcement across the whole country are dealing with the fact that we're dealing with an largely unknown and very lethal product known as synthetic fentanyl.
Terry Topping, a narcotics investigator with the Chattanooga Police Department, says there is a high amount of fentanyl usage in Chattanooga based on our population size. It is a very dangerous substance.
You're looking at something that's up to 100 times stronger than morphine, 50 times stronger than heroin.
People will do whatever they can to get their hands on this drug. Unfortunately, in today's climate, you can't trust something you find on the ground.
Finding a dollar bill on the floor, on the ground, and picking it up and opening it up, that may contain the product fentanyl. It can expose you, particularly a person that doesn't have a tolerance or is a common user of an opiate.
It doesn't take much. People can overdose on just 2 milligrams of fentanyl.
If that dollar bill had at one time fentanyl wrapped up in that dollar bill or still contained the powder, it's very likely or possible that they'd be affected by that product.
You can get it in your system through your skin, an open sore, or breathing it in. How it affects you depends on how it is ingested. You could open that dollar bill and never know the drug has been in there.
So now you just spilled.
And it just...
That's right. Now you've got it in the air, you got it on your body, you got it on your hands. And you're looking at 2 milligrams being a lethal dose, which is enough to fit on the tip of a pencil.
Fentanyl works almost immediately, taking seconds to minutes to feel the effects. In 2020, there were 108 overdose deaths in Chattanooga, 67 of those from fentanyl. In 2021, 114 died from an overdose, 87 from fentanyl. And so far in 2022, 69 people have died from an overdose, 48 from fentanyl.
The total number of overdose calls we're getting are stabilizing on the total numbers. This year, though, our death rate has increased quite a bit.
Fentanyl use is a problem seen all over the country. It's the leading cause of death in 18 to 45-year-olds. Investigators like Terry Topping are getting to the root of the problem. They will continue to chase after drug dealers.
Put your hands. What's your hands?
But they are working on the addiction side and helping people get into recovery programs. The statistics shared with us from CPD are just numbers that have been reported. So there could be other instances of an overdose, but a call was never made to police. In Chattanooga, Mary Frances Hoots, Local 3 News.
Thank you, Mary Frances. If you're struggling with drug addiction, you can turn to several local helplines. You can call any of the numbers there on your screen. We also have these numbers posted on our website.